In regards to the Abraham Ross High School fire, there's a guy named Zaid Iqbal that lives on Woodlands Road. He became my friend after he attacked me, and we was walking through Abraham Ross pathway where the trams go under, where the bridge goes under the trams. We went under there, we walked past there, and we was walking towards Crescent Road. And when we got to the stage where Mrs. Mason's office was, we heard noises. We went and seen what the noise was. There was 3 boys in Mrs. Mason's office: Ali Aksa, Nasir Nasti, and Zishan Shue. These 3 were lighting papers on fire with matchsticks, and they was putting the fire on Mrs. Mason's chair. And they did that, and while they were doing that, we left. We just saw them do that, and we left. But we didn't leave the premises. We left the site where they were doing what they were doing. Within seconds, the whole place was on fire. And a boy named Taib Sharif appeared from nowhere. He, Zaid Iqbal, and myself, we opened the doors on the bridge to the swimming pool. And we went into the swimming pool area, as children do, when you're messing about. And the security guard came, and he came and said, "You have to leave." I said, "Why?" And they said, "Oh, the fire's a big arson. You have to leave, the school's on fire." So we got out of the swimming pool area, and within seconds the whole school was on fire. So we sat there on the grass near the playground. We sat there while the place was on fire, and the heat from the school was keeping us warm. So we just sat there for a while the fire brigade came. We sat there for nearly 2 hours, in fact. The fire brigade came. I saw Raja Tamu there. I saw Sohail there, and I saw Psycho Sid there. And me, Psycho Sid, and Zaid Iqbal, we went to Smedley Park, where we could see the smoke from Smedley Park. And then we went home, and a couple of days later, the police arrested me and said, "Why did you go into a burning building? Were you committing burglary?" And we said, "No, we were just messing about." Well, I said, "No, I was just messing about." And then they left me out on bail. And after that, a couple of months later, Zaid Iqbal was in prison, and we went to see Zaid Iqbal. And the guy who lit the school fire, he took me there. The one they called Zishan, he became my friend. He took me there. And Ali Aksa and Ahmed Butt and Psycho Sid, them 3 were there. We got into a fight. I was on my own. Them 3 were there. I was on my own. Zishan disappeared, and he was the driver. He was the one that drove us there. So I couldn't get away from them 3. So I pulled a hammer out to protect myself. They snatched the hammer off me. They hit me with the hammer all over my head. And if I died that day, then no one would have said that who lit the school fire. So that's one thing. But I survived. The police didn't arrest them. That's one thing that was funny. The other thing that's funny is Zaid Iqbal didn't light the fire. So why don't Zaid Iqbal tell the truth? Another thing is, only Zaid Iqbal and me saw the guy who lit the fire. The 3 people that lit the fire was Zishan Iqbal, Ali Aksa, and Nasir Nasti. These 3 people lit the fire. There were 2 eyewitnesses. I was one eyewitness, and Zaid Iqbal was the other eyewitness. There was no other eyewitnesses to the fire scene. And after the fire started, there was loads of people there. Raja Tamu was there, Psycho Sid was there, Taib Sharif was there, Sohail, a guy named Sohail, he was there. So there was a lot of people there. But the witness to the fire, I was a witness, and Zaid Iqbal was a witness. And if I'm telling the truth, Zaid Iqbal should tell the truth as well. There could be alias names. But the alias, Ali Aksa I've known since primary school, so that can't be an alias name. And I posted a picture of Ali Aksa's father on YouTube, so that shouldn't be so hard to get.